Football is finally returning to the Independence Stadium, and after nearly 4 years' absence, the newly refurbished Independence Stadium will be hosting its first home game since early 2022, when the stadium was banned by CAF for failing to meet international standards. And after several months of refurbishment and remodeling of the stadium funded by the government of the Gambia, the facility is now ready and given temporal approval to host international matches. And the home-based Scorpions, the Chan team, will be the first to play a home game at the Independence Stadium since it was closed in 2022. Coach Alhaji Sarr's side are winding down preparations ahead of the decisive double-header encounter against Algeria, with the home-based Scorpions hosting Algeria here at the Independence Stadium on the 3rd of May, that is on Saturday, in the first leg of the qualifiers.
We started our training 2 weeks ago, and this is the 3rd week. We've been training together. Unfortunately, we couldn't have all the players, because of the league. They're playing knockout, the FA, and the league, so we always have half and half players. Some of them, even if you look at today's training, most of the players have gone for their games into their clubs competing. We have only 13 players today, and Saturday is the game. So tomorrow we will have all the players in the camp. We're going to camp tomorrow morning, and then from there we will have every player in, and none of them will go back to their clubs to play. Then from there we can work more. We just need to work on tactic, how we want to play against Algeria.
The team has moved their preparations to the Independence Stadium, and Coach Alhaji Sarr explains that the team would go into camp on Tuesday to adequately prepare for the upcoming game against the Desert Foxes of Algeria.
Well, the training was very perfect. The only problem, as I said, is we couldn't have the players together every week. Every 2-3 days, players are playing in their clubs. If you can look at some of these teams, they will go for free up, play the following day, and the 3rd day, they will just come for recovery. So they couldn't do anything as we wanted. So we're going to camp, and then everything will be okay from the camp.
Well, the wait has been long, but it's finally nearing the end as football returns to the Independence Stadium. And Coach Alhaji Sarr and his players are hopeful that playing the game at home would give them an added advantage to win the first leg going into the return leg in Algeria a week later.
Of course, because we've been doing this tactic since we played our first leg against Gabon. We've been working on tactics, and then I think the players, they understand. We just have to remind them and do it always, and so that they will make sure that they will understand how we want to play. What I understand in the Algerian team, we have a young team. Most of these players are young players, but the Algerian team, most of their players are experienced players. They are more experienced than our players. They have been competing in Champions League for their clubs. So we have to be very careful, know how we're going to play against them at home.
Saturday's encounter is a crucial one, as the Gambia needs to get the decisive result in the first leg here at the Independence Stadium, going into the final and second leg in Algiers a week later. And Coach Alhaji Sarr knows that the task ahead is a daunting one, but he remains focused by preparing his charges to face the Algerians on Saturday.
Well, as we did against Gabon, we're not going to expose the team because they are young players, and these people are professional. It's a professional league, so we have to be very careful and know how to contain them during the game. But all our target is to qualify to go to the AFCON. We only need the home support. Let the Gambians come out and support the team. All the chance we played the last time, we couldn't have supporters. We were just playing with an empty stadium. We went to Gabon. It was full of supporters, and we can contain them there. So I think if the Gambians come out and support the team, definitely we can come with victorious.
For me, we are preparing since last 2 weeks or 3 weeks then back at this FIFA Go project. We are ready. We are too much motivated in this game too. This game very important for Algeria, for the Gambians too, because we never qualified in the Chan team tournament. So this game is very important for us then. For me, for the boys, we are too ready.
Well, it is expected that all roads will lead to the Bakau Independence Stadium on Saturday, as fans are expected to fill the Independence Stadium to cheer up the home-based Scorpions to victory as the long-awaited return to the Independence Stadium looms large, with just few days away from having a home game at the Bakau Independence Stadium in nearly 4 years. Jallow, GRTS Sports at the Bakau Independence Stadium.